we're back.
Yes. I'm sorry about that.
Dragon got the win after the Trinity to entire suplex. Not bad here for me, but the pacing was a little off, I thought. The role wasn't built up to the ending or segment where they had everything stuff from psychology. Not a bad match or anything, but at the same time, just kind of there. The lack of sort of title hurt a lot as well. The last 2 3 minutes were also just seemed to be about 3 minutes shorter.
Yeah, this match didn't... It was good, but it wasn't necessarily great or memorable. It was just there to me.
Yeah, C+.
C+ as well.
Here's DP, who's the hottest thing in wrestling on this point. So, of course, he is on the card.
Of course.
His feud with Savage was just starting, which is the one that more or less made him a legit guy to ring, and not just with the fans. Gene Aces and Paige is going to be subbing for Rick, but that would make far too much sense in WCW, so we're not going to do that. Instead, Paige clotheslines, challenges Savage again. Savage and Liz pop up near the announce booth, and Savage says he respects Paige because his wife is in Playboy.
Okay.
For some reason, I always thought it was Penthouse.
I think that's woman.
Okay. No, I don't want to say.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it had been revealed that Kimberly was Paige's wife yet, though, by the way, this one.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
So this was pretty shocking stuff. The good stuff is spray paint, of course. And here's Kimberly, also covered in paint. Savage jumps Paige, and there's some paint for him as well. They have a few for nearly a year over this. Glacier versus Morris. Marshall R. Smash here. Morris is more common known as Canyon. It has James Vanderberg or James Mitchell with him. It's Morris' debut. Morris, the guy in Skull Base title. Shouts of a New York accent, completely destroying his receipt quickly. Glacier yells about getting kicked in the ears. This is a wrestle match rather than martial arts match. Glacier kicks Morris a lot. Vanderberg pulls Glacier over him, which is in DQ somehow. Morris uses legit innovative offense. This is a famous one for 2. A second attempt is counter powered on. Both guys are down. Vanderberg shouts to Morris, remember Taipei, or Taipei, the country. Taipei, yes.
Taiwan?
Taipei, you're right.
Okay.
That's what Vanderberg was shouting, which was never explained, of course. And more kicks like Glacier, and both guys are down. Morris gets crashed on the top and suplexes 2. Normally suplex on a cradle. He gets 2 for Morris, as his referee is annoyingly slow, by comparison to the guys in the ring. Morris puts the referee in front of Glacier's super kick finisher, and gets one of his own for 2. Vanderberg gets an apron distraction until he feels, allowing Glacier to hit the aforementioned kick for the pin.
Yeah, to me, this was more or less a collection of moves. It didn't really mean anything, and it was just bad all around.
Yeah, it was bad. What's I think? They was overreacting. This was a really long series of matches. Pretty soon we get Wrath. Actually, post-match we get Wrath.
Yeah.
And then there was Cat Miller somewhere down the line. Yeah. Post-match Wrath debuts at Beacon Glacier. We see the videos of the outsiders run the stars off the road and wrecking their car. Because attempted vehicular homicide while you're on national television is all cool, right?
Yep.
Buff Bagwell versus Sky Riggs. Strap match in the 4 corner right here. Bagwell says he doesn't care if he loses his match on the way to the ring. Fine example of the stuff that's wrong with WCW.
Yep.
Right there. Riggs whips him a few times, but Bagwell hits the floor as strap isn't hooked up yet. Bagwell gets crushed and whipped a lot, which is right. So Riggs slides in between both legs and the balls are abused again. Somehow that all took only 5 minutes. Bagwell takes over and mugs and talks to the camera a lot. He literally stops there after 50 seconds to talk at times. The dude just need to get on with the border match, alright. This is one of those terrible matches where nothing of note is going on, as Buff is clearly going to win, and no one cares as long. Buff again says he doesn't care who wins this. Dusty says this is brutal. Yeah, it is, but I don't think it's the same way.
Yeah, not the same way, yeah.
Bagwell makes him do the American Meals clap, and it's just stupid as it sales. They keep talking about a bag of cement.
Okay.
This is killing the crowd too. The referee shoves Bagwell down in a comedy spot that isn't funny. The blockbuster doesn't work, so Riggs whips Bagwell a bit, powerbomb pulls Buck down as does a missile dropkick. Riggs gets 3 buckles, and that more or less ends his offense. Bagwell hangs him, and the 4 corners end this.
I did read something in preparing for this in one of the reviews that I believe it was the backdrop out of the ring.
Yeah.
Riggs actually lands hard and puts him on the shelf for a bit.
Damn, now I got chicken and gravy. Now I'm on the chicken and gravy.
No,
that.
No, this match was shit. No one cared. Didn't really seem like Buff or Riggs even cared either, so F.
First of all, this was terribly boring. Second, one of the world's point to this being a sharp match. There was no way the Riggs was winning this, and everyone knew it. The solution, give them 13 minutes to prove that Bagwell was going to win. Weak match, that's putting it very mildly. F. The NWO look at the Playboy and guarantee victory. Ramen is told about incessantly here. Paul Gammy versus Harm Heat. This is a normal contender spot, which means nothing because it's not like the outsiders that are wrestled.
That is true.
And this is Texas Tornado rules. In essence, this is a street fight, and the weapons are in as soon as the bell rings. This is one of those brawls where they're going to beat on each other for a good while until they get tired, and then drags on for a while until we get to the ending. The white guys beat up Stevie until Booker makes a save.
Yep.
What?
The white guys just beat up the black man.
Booker actually is suing Grunge. Ascension Core comes in and Rock actually hits Grunge. Various comedy weapons are brought in. This is going nowhere for the most part. Dusty laughs at stuff that really isn't funny. The guy enjoys his work, to be sure. There's a toilet scene there, which is the main focus.
He finds humor in the little things. That's what matters.
Right. Which is the main focus of the comedy here, the toilet seat. The announcers don't pay a bit of attention here, as you would expect. Sherry helps a bit. And Dusty loses whatever he had left. More weapon shots and choking follows as Dusty freaks out over a piece of ham being brought in. Grudge gets crushed as we hit the slow down period. We get a shot of Sherry hitting Rock, so we shift the camera view, but we can't see anything in the ring. Because I guess a woman hitting a man hurts the southern mentality or whatever. There was a low blow in there somewhere, and Dusty cracks up over it. There's a purse brewing with some form of electronics in it. Rocket launcher gets suing Grunge. Sherry gets rammed into the railing and Booker goes to the table. Her, Mongo, and Jarrett for no apparent reason. Oh, apparently Heat is replacing them. Okay. Bruce chases Grunge, sets up the harm hangover to end this. It took far too long.
Yeah, I originally gave it a higher grade just because of Dusty's commentary, but yeah, there's a reason why Dusty's commentary is the standout in this match. Because the match itself sucked. It was your normal WCW brawl, but maybe a little bit more boring in that aspect, where it was pretty much just weapons being hit with people, essentially.
Yeah, past that. This was just a wild brawl that wasn't really wild.
Yeah. And
it wasn't anything resembling good. I guess it's not terrible for Tulsa brain out and then let them destroy each other fight. That's what Dusty was doing. It definitely got far too tedious more than once. But these can be entertaining and they don't go too long this did. So, points for Dusty, I guess.
Yeah. F.
Gene Tulsa Team WCW and explains the rules again. This time saying that the NWO will have full power. Not just having a wrestling challenge for a title. Scott says he has more to say now. Johnny says it's time for spring cleaning and that his team is awesome. And Lex plays up the whole social clash / honor, etc. Which All-Star vs. Hart was still in far better at the time. TV title, Prince IK versus Rey Mysterio. This is a rematch from last month. Rey takes over the start and hits a front flip off a springboard for 2. This is a extended 15-minute time limit instead of the usual 10. The same move as he hits off the springboard hits over the count and is overrated so far. Then they also talk about how Ray and Dean are moving up the ladder. And that's so fun to think about that's going to mean anything in the long run.
Nope.
Prince has a springboard dive, and based on the crowd, you would have thought he ran his hand through his hair. Back in the ring, and Ray gets Millward Bulldog for 2. The fans fly out to dunk here. A Kate Brada gets 2 for Ray. Mike said it, not me. Kate Brada.
Okay. Okay, Brada.
Sunset flip off the no rope gets same. Ray tries to get the crowd to win, doesn't work in slice. A senton backsplash out bomb. Misses, and Prince takes over with his really freaking boring offense. The problem with him is rather obvious quickly. There's absolutely nothing unique about him in the slightest. He's Samoan, average size, no special moves or anything like that, and yet somehow he's team champion. I can't think a springboard crosswise Ray counts or a dropkick. The Prince accidentally low blows Ray as things somehow get even slower. They both try drop kicks and both down. Ray gets a head scissors for the first interest move and far too long. Wood starting to win, takes Prince down. The clock runs out after about 12 minutes. Ray wants to keep going. Prince says you're on, and here we go. No matter how long this is, he and his Shoreo. Ray gets the springboard into Guri and drops it down for 2. West Coast pop is set up, and Prince rolls through into the sunset flip to retain. So, the point to the extra time was what exactly?
Yeah, strangely for a Ray match in WCW, this wasn't exciting at all. No one really cared about Prince IKF. I didn't really care about Prince IKF.
He was the Conan Reeves of his time.
Yes. Although at least Conan Reeves has his entrance look. That guy makes it to the ring, there's nothing there.
Right.
Prince IKF, there's just nothing there whatsoever. Even during the entrance. It's a shame Ray had to get bogged down in a bad match, essentially.
Ray was great at this point, but he wasn't a miracle worker yet, either. Whoever thought Prince was worth everything was pretty freaking stupid, to say the least. He will finally lose the title belt a month later to Regal. And then we'll go away for good while until come back as the Arse. And win the Cruiserweight title where no one cared again.
Strangely.
F. Ad for the new show, Spring Stampede. By new, they mean not since 1994. When they had the first one. The Horsemen were featured in Cowboy thing, which is kind of a cool idea, though.
Yeah.
Team WCW versus Team Nitro versus Team Piper. WCW again, Giant, Luger, Steiner. NWO Scott. The talented one. NWO whole match, Hogan Savage. Piper, McMichael, Jarrett, Noah. This is kind of a cross between War Games and a Battle Royal. You have 3 guys start and go 5 minutes, then after 2 minutes we get an all-man from each team. Team WCW wants to entry to the Rick going out, and they weren't smart enough to have Page fill in. It's elimination style, which usually don't deal with 11 guys in the ring rules. You can put someone out of the pin, submission, knockout, and over the top. One more time, Tito Sally wins, then NWO's triple full titles that can't wrestle for 3 years. If Team Piper wins, Piper, just Hogan, and Cage had time to be announced. I think they already did that. If Team NWO wins, they more or less own the place.
Which they already did.
They changed that back to the... But previously they had like the Money in the Bank. And then they changed it back to the Money in the Bank thing. So I'm confused. It's absurd. Yeah. Benoit, Hall, and Giant start us off. They're not on ringside, which is kind of stupid as you'll be able to jump them as they come out in theory, you know? Anyway. Benoit jumps Hall before Giant gets there. Not that we can see that, as we need to see Giant and very slow walk to the ring in a second. Giant gets there very slowly, which is very smart before taking them both down the clothesline. Benoit tries to chop away and doesn't work at all. It's almost hard to believe that Benoit will be world champion before Hall. And Hall never became champion, I should say.
Twice.
Right.
Once in WCW and once in WWE.
Yeah. Basically, this is Giant and 2 other guys in there, so he keeps dominating the time. Ella drop a hole, so Benoit tries to jump Giant. No real attempts for anyone out. But since she came out winning by pinfall, that's okay. Sleeper doesn't work for Hole, and Giant's a huge chokeslam. Benoit falling too. Hole saves, I guess, out of fear of fighting Giant one-on-one. Giant busts out the claw of all things, so corner slash versus a Giant is going first. That leaves 2 guys for Team WCW. The clock runs out the first year, and it's Jarrett, Reigns, Savage, and Luger. That puts 5 guys in the ring in a moment if you're keeping score. It's more or less a battle royal at this point. as Luger kicked Gorilla Press Savage out. Jerry avoids a Razor's Edge, and here comes Bongo. Nash discuss Steiner. God, what do you think about that? That's not a good group. What do you think about Steiner later years and Nash at this point? No real effort to play anyone out right now, as everyone really just beat on each other. Belly to belly puts Nash down. We only have Hogan and Piper left. Nash gets a big boot and close on Jarrett, and he's out. Jeff, that is not Nash. Milo gets backdrop out since Team Piper has just been Wall Piper left, thankfully. At this point, those 5 birds just have been Wall left. Here's Hogan and Piper, so everyone's out there now. Nash gets a big boot to Steiner to knock him out, so Luger's all that's left for WCW. Piper and Benoit for Piper and all the NWO's left. By then I was trying to figure out where Hogan was. Now I was like, wait a minute, I was shocked. He's going to come out last, isn't he?
You were shocked by that development?
Yeah.
Truly, you were shocked by that development.
Yeah, he goes out Dennis Rodman. Piper's on the floor, but not out. Scratch Ice, he's back now. 7 people at the moment. Hogan, Piper, Savage on the floor with Hogan kind of chilling, and Piper choking Savage. The outsiders beat up Benoit, and everyone's finally in there at the same time. Hogan first Piper for the ropes, and they brawl on the floor a bit. Andrew Savage jumps them in the aisle. Everyone goes back in the ring, and a horribly stupid booking moment. Piper sends to the ropes, but Rodman pulls it down to pull him out. That will look passable. Piper didn't jump over the rope before it was pulled down. And people wonder what they went on business. They keep rolling the floor anyway, as Savage helps as if the outsiders edge for a while. The tag champs toss him out, and Team Piper is gone. Luger's all off for WCW, and he's against technically 5 guys counting Rodman. Then NWO literally standing around for a minute, hit posing for Nash sits on for a powerbomb. Luger escapes and racks Savage, clotheslines Nash, and racks hold eliminated all 3 under 30 seconds. And never mind, as when he goes back, Hogan Savage gets spray paint from Robin and pops Luger in the face with it so Hogan can get the win pin. The NWO won big match. I'm shocked too.
It was convoluted as all hell. The rules are kind of weird.
Yeah.
But somehow, post 1994 WCW, this actually may have been one of the best main events they've ever had.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the best worked.
Yes.
Yeah, it's strange. It turned into more of a battle royal feel where I think just about everybody that was in the NWO was eliminated by going over the top rope.
Yeah.
So it ended up being more like a battle royal with teams.
Yeah.
Which okay. It was, I guess they didn't really have to do much, and they weren't more or less overexposed with the time. It was pretty much just doing a battle royal.
Yeah.
So actually, overall, not too bad.
Yeah, this match was actually pretty good as it didn't really get stupid. And for a big multi-man tie, this actually worked. I feel to see why Rick wasn't out there, but still pretty good stuff. The end was obvious, but then it does never drag, so. The stuff they did make any perfect sense the entire time was kind of interesting. Shockingly good main event.
D+.
I was generous.
Yeah.
B-.
Yeah, you were really generous.
Now it's time for real reason to watch the show. As the NWO gets out of the ring, and Sting comes down from the ceiling. Up to this point, it was unclear what shot he was on. That's why this is a big deal. This one, Sting drills NWO with the bat, and the place erupts. Scorpion that drops all around, and there's only Hogan left. Hogan gets all fired up, and Sting points the bat at him. Hogan says he'll kill him, and he puts the bat down, so Sting drops it. Here comes Hogan. He actually gets to the ring. Sting turns his back to him so he can actually get a free shot, which Sting completely no-sells. Hogan gets drilled. They play out the Scorpions. The fans lose their freaking minds to end the show.
Yeah, this show actually did end pretty good.
Yeah.
Overall, I actually ended up giving the show a D+. Overall, you definitely did have your WCW thoughts with not blatantly not caring about matches, and the Cruiserweights doing pretty good. And this time, you actually do get a bonus. The main event was actually kind of decent.
Yeah.
So, which is a pleasant surprise. But yeah, there's like a whole hour to hour and a half worth of this card just not really watchable, but there are bright spots.
Yeah, overall I gave it a C. Definitely not the worst show ever, and by far one of the best uncensored of all time. I'm pretty sure of that at this point. I think we had on uncensored. I think one of us had uncensored at some point.
I think we. Oh God, well,
95.
it was 95.
It's not 96. 96.
Yeah, 96 with the
One stand Hulkamania.
Yes.
So the end is totally awesome as we shift from the paper for showing stuff to the Sting, which will be the primary feud for the entire year. You can really see that the non-NWO stuff isn't going much full and it's far more on the wrestlers to do things themselves, which is fine, but not that interesting. So anyway, Bear Show didn't expect it, but it does drag at times. Recommendations though, A and Dean.
Yeah, that's the one for me. Oh, I think I forgot to add this, but I actually did really like the ending of the main event, where Luger just runs through people and the place is going friggin' insane.
Right.
Because I think they even they're like, all right, we need somebody to beat the NWO now.
Yeah.
For as much t-shirts they sell, but people still want to see them being beat.
So now it's time to pick our next pay-per-view. Go ahead. Let's return to myself. WWE Judgment Day 2008. Okay, the Judgment Day 2008 card consists of John Cena versus John Bradshaw Layfield, WWE title match. John Morrison versus CM Punk and King. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Mickey James, Women's Triple Threat. Mickey James versus Beth Phoenix versus Melina. World Heavyweight title match, The Undertaker versus Edge. Singles match, Jeff Hardy versus MVP. And the WWE Heavyweight title Steel Cage match, Triple H versus Randy Orton.
Yeah. So that should be a pretty decent show.
Yeah. So we'll see you on Monday for this show. See you then. And I'm next to our Series 97.